top 4s, all top 3s on day 1. You would think for sure, yeah, these guys are a shoo-in for first place. If they're top 3s every time, it's going to be pretty good, right? But the Chinese teams have just been better. These guys on your screen, 4am, they've only got 1 win so far, but they've had a 23 kill game, a 21 kill game. They just had a, 10 kill game. Like, they're just putting out so much damage so consistently.
And it's that guy on screen now that's been doing the majority of the heavy lifting. He has certainly earned his paycheck this tournament. On your screen now, though, XQF, they have also done a fantastic job. A little bit of contemplation, quiet reflection there before they drop down. They've still got a little bit of work to do to top the pops, I believe. They're actually at the top at the moment, but they're fending off 4am and DKG.
118, but it's 107 and 105 if I remember correctly for 4am and DKG.
We saw Cool Boy and Paraboy slapping each other around yesterday.
Yeah. No, actually, sorry, it's DKG are in first place, not XQF. Yeah, they're on 118, sorry, so it's XQF on 107 and 4am on 105, if I remember correctly.
Now, I want to say that the reason why these blokes are doing so well is because they're wearing the national sporting colours of Australia, the green and gold. They're doing so very well. They came in, they only qualified for this event by 1 point, remember. They came
all
through the
gamers were right behind them. I think it was 289 for these guys and 288, something like that.
All gamers. So
that's a stat I haven't looked at in about 2 weeks, but if I remember correctly, it's something like that. So they were a hair's breadth away from not getting in, but they've done very well thus far. Now we head on to Miramar for the 3rd and penultimate time. We have 2 more games to go for PEC, and amongst the Chinese teams, it's anyone's game still. C9, see them there up in the top right, just next to 4am. They are still within reach, but they're 20 points away from even breaking triple digits, let alone catching up to these Chinese teams. So for C9, we're looking at, realistically, a win and a high kill game.
Yeah, they're going to need to get the kill performances up because they haven't had those heavy kill performances. Even in their consistent placings, they haven't managed to get the big elimination counts to go with them to get those bulk points like 4am did on day number 1. Still haven't seen 4am win a game today or put up the astronomical numbers that they did in day 1. So maybe, just maybe on Miramar, they can get their skates on and put on a show.
Very possibly. I mean, it is, like, Miramar was the map that C9 got their win on yesterday with 8 kills, and statistically outside of the PEC in previous tournaments, they're looking at an average of 5th place and just under 4 kills. So the placement points once again are better than the kill points for C9, but statistically this is one of their better maps in the pool, so hopefully they'll be able to pull that through. Realistically, they need a win to have any chance of top 3. We're going to need a win, and we're going to need probably a 15 to 20 kill game, or just, 2 wins, whatever it's going to be. We need something big from Cloud9. It's doable. We've seen it from them before, and that plane line is pretty friendly to the majority of our teams, to be honest. It's going to leave, like, Campo Militar way up and actually inaccessible, and in fairness, C9 have actually been heading up there. They did get pushed out of El Pozo by Team Unique.
Yeah, and it seems like Team Unique will be dropping down into El Pozo straight away. Cloud9 don't think have joined them on the descent just yet. They might have decided they can get to Campo Militar via vehicle rotation on that on that eastern road, I should say. Have to see when they do jump out. They're the team to watch at the moment, because if they have another poor game, you'd feel it's all but over for them.
Yeah, I mean, at this point, they're still a shoe-in to keep 4th, and top 4 at a tournament like this is
fantastic.
Still fantastic, but the real win, if you're C9 here, given how you've played thus far, is you want to beat at least one of those Chinese teams, right? You just want to push yourself over the top, make the for North America, and see just how well you can do. As the plane passes out of the map, we do have all of our teams out now, and we'll have to keep an eye out and try and see exactly where all of those drops have been. So we have a look at a few of our players and teams floating in now. On board with Sixless touching down. Omen have had a better time recently, but considering how day 1 went for them, they'll need to have some more. Let's have a look and see where our leaders are. We do have 4am over around Valdemar sort of area. Actually, more north of that. They're heading towards Montenuevo. Never mind. Where are C9? That
They're on your
is the
screen
big
now.
one.
They're right in Los Leones, I believe, with FFQ and Fnatic in tow. So there's 3 teams all in the same city. This could be big, or it could be, well, tiers for Cloud9.
If C9 can grab some kills here, get some early points on the board, and they're setting themselves up pretty well. But Fnatic, they just got a very, very big second place. They actually equaled the team who won on points. Both XQF and Fnatic got 25 points last map. So if Fnatic have a hot start again, then that's great for them, and I love that storyline. But unfortunately, it's likely to come at the expense of Cloud9, who are, I think, the fan favorite to do anything to upset these Chinese teams right now. Nobody else is even close.
Yeah, if you're in the chat, give C9 your energy. If you're from North America, show them the support, because they're going to need it in this game. 4 AM just looting up as well. This hasn't exactly been a happy hunting ground. They did get that big game yesterday for 4 AM, that game number 4. They got 21 or 23 kills, I believe, to finish off the day.
21.
They were unlucky not to win that, actually. They got flanked by DKG at the end. And Cloud9 did well to get themselves into, I believe it was second place, and just fell short of the hurdle.
Yeah, only 2 frags for C9 in that one. Still a second place. They kept up that very consistent placings.
So they won the first Miramar and then came second
in the second.
Yeah,
yes.
So I mean, they can do it.
Only 10 kills between those 2 maps, though, when you're looking at 4 AM, who got 31 kills or something like that between... Actually, let's have a look. They got 21 there and... Okay, never mind, it was 4. So they got 25 kills between those 2 maps, but still... Have to keep an eye on it. As of just yet, this C9 FFQ Fnatic fight is yet to kick off, but they are all right on top of each other in Los Leones, so keep an eye out on that one. Omen out at the water treatment plant as well. We have seen them drop there pretty uncontested, so at least they've got that going for them, but again, they will need some serious placings and some serious kills to keep boosting themselves up these leaderboards. If nothing else, just for the pride at this point, to get themselves as high up as possible, as getting into the top 3 is all but impossible. They would need, I don't know, something like 2 30-point games, so it's doable.
They're not playing for loose change, I tell you that. Every place you get secures you more and more of those dollary dues.
Absolutely. So 12th to 15th, 9th to 11th, 6th to 8th, 4th and 5th all get the same price. Well, they don't get the same as all of them, but each of those groups of positions gets the, it's the prize brackets. So it's 45,000 yuan for 12th to 15th, 60 for 9th to 11th, 80 for 6th to 8th, 100 for 4th to 5th, and then it climbs rapidly from there. So there is a big difference between, you know, coming in the top 10 and coming outside of it. There's a lot more money coming your way.
You can see the stats from Miramar yesterday for Cloud9. Average of 18.5 points is not too shabby, as Uneven misses the ladder. I'm not too sure I'd be too sad about that.
Average rank of 1.5 as well, with a first and a second. Tempo. Spec taking some damage. Duck and weave, boys. Duck. Any music that might make you want to snap along. Just don't do it.
Turn the jazz off. Don't do it.
Literally what I was thinking. Synergy going to be caught out by 4 AM here. Suck looking for the damage, but somehow Synergy avoided it. Tried up. That's a bit risky, but he will get away.
No, he's fine. Managed to group up with his teammate there, and Synergy have claimed a little bit more ground as Wi-Fi is being hunted, and this could be our last player from Omen, eliminated by Nade by himself. Yep, so denying the point to Sol.
And with that,
Omen.
I wonder if we'll see an Omen hot drop next game.
We'll have to wait and see. They still have the potential to move up in the rankings with another decent performance, but Hot managed to clear out that compound that was threatening them. Cloud9 now eliminate Team Queso and move up the ratings. They've got 6 points to their name. They're going to need a lot more to catch up to the Chinese teams above. Yeah, they need,
they know the fixed point of minimum is 109. I think the other teams are at 105, but they'll be above that now with the extra points they've gotten. So C9, they pretty much need a win here on Miramar while XQF is out in order to push themselves back up. They are sitting at 6 points, still with 4 alive, but so too to DKG and 4 AM, both still with 4 players up. And as the other teams start to bleed, start to lose players, it is looking like we might have yet another Cloud9 versus 2 Chinese teams at the end of things here as DKG puts some shots into C9, not able to land too much just yet, but for the North Americans, this is far from done. They're in with a shot with XQF eliminated, but there is so much work to do.
Synergy could play spoiler here as they're coming into the back of these 2 Chinese teams on the rotation. It looks like 4 AM know, though. They know that something's up. Cloud9, they are struggling on the southern side of the circle. DKG remain kings of the hill, kings of the lobby with prime position. You can see on the minimap in the center, they have the center of the circle as Yudu are struggling to push in from the west. Orange remaining quiet in the southwest. They haven't really poked anybody out. Synergy, though, they could play spoiler, and they start to now as Moxon's been taken down by them. Jumper from Yudu's goes down. Orange starting to get involved. And only one player now remaining for Yudu. You'd say their Miramar is done.
Synergy want to take the fight to DKG here, and while it's a very difficult one to win, they are 4 against 3. All of these nades flying in are going to force Synergy back just a little bit, but if DKG go down, or even if DKG are distracted for long enough to C9 to get involved, it's actually 4AM who are third-partying this now onto their Chinese brethren. Mad is down and just one hit from death as Yudo Gank leave us in 6th, and another member of DKG falls.
Now they're answering onto Orange too. Suck. Taking 2 fights at once, 4AM. They're not scared of fighting anybody in this lobby at all. Beowulf claiming some nice territory here with these smoke grenades. He's going to be able to push up onto DKG and get some answers. Taking some shots with some Kar98A, but he has going to fall back. He's scared of these nades. Synergy will get an angle on him if he does try and crest the hill.
That's the thing.
Last nade for Beowulf. What can he do with it?
He really wants to fight DKG, but he knows Synergy are over there as well.
He can't find anything with that last nade. DKG are stuck in a little bit of a hole now, and it is Savano, yeah. I'm going to struggle with that name.
Yeah, it's difficult. Stork is also struggling here as he's hunkered down behind a tractor, very similar to the one in which Tempo Storm met their end, and another player from Orange will go down. Pov double tapped almost immediately, and now Synergy or Synergy are getting stuck into C9, uneven. Gonna cop a knock. They'll be able to get that res across, but again, C9 are our team that need to be the movers and shakers here. DKG have taken a bunch of damage, but 4AM are still in this with a whole bunch of points as well. 5 kills all ready for them, and they are the big bad guys.
DKG could have a line up here onto the side of Synergy if they're not careful. They haven't checked this angle just yet. 4AM are now putting pressure into Synergy, and yeah, there he is once more again. Svanovo, another kill in the exact same position he claimed one of the DKG guys from. Pyro is poking his head up. He needs to get down. As Synergy are getting picked apart in these final circles, now claiming kills, and Beowulf popping in, and that's Synergy out. That was one of the hopes to claim this DKG stronghold, but now they've given up their positioning. 2 players knocked almost instantaneously from 4AM onto Cloud9 DKG. They wear one themselves, only up to 1 player remaining. 4AM controlling this final circle. DKG bow out. 2 players from Cloud9, 1 player from Orange, and 4AM in all their might. They're going to finish off Orange, leaving a 2v4 situation. Cloud9, their run on Miramar continues. It's great form, but I don't know if it's going to be enough if they only manage to secure 2nd place here.
I mean, they're going to get 21 points from this. That's a really good start to close the gap, but if they cannot do any more than that, they're leaving themselves with still needing a really big game. We did say at the start of this they needed a real hardcore game, and never mind, that nade must have done it. C9, I was trying to make a point there, and they just got knocked out. I'm guessing it was a HG that went through, but it's C9 who go down in 2nd. 4AM grab themselves another victory. The Chinese dominance continues. C9, they do better. It's not enough, but it's enough to enable them to get things done in game number 8, a last-ditch effort from them. And 4AM, I'm not sure exactly how many kills they got there. I know it was a lot. I'm not sure if that will be enough to get them into 1st place, but it's certainly going to keep it close.